Hello, I have. Okay. Sorry, just an experiment there. Um, okay. I've returned, and I don't know how much of a video I'm gonna get out of this, but the Lucky Bamboo is doing something, so I guess I'll start there. Not necessarily an orchid channel, we've got other plants. Um, yeah, put it right behind a leaf. Okay, there. You can see that little nub sticking out the side. I can't decide if I want it on the bottom of that or on top. Yes, that is a growth. So that shoot's going to be okay, it looks like. And I got to kind of turn because it's coming out the back. There. There we go. There's a growth. There's a growth. So we got those two. The original kind of thing that I was doing, they're getting big. There's that one. And up above, we got this one. Kind of make a barrier. It starts there and goes up. So those are getting big. The one that's going to be moving went back toward the wall because it was hanging out too far. But it seems it's this little bridge here. It seems to be heading upward, straightening itself out somewhat. I don't know that it's gonna, completely straighten itself out. But the fact that it's, straightening up and doing something tells me that it's getting over its repot. Because if we follow it down, we got what looks like cold damage to me here. More on this one. I think that's cold damage. But you follow it down and it goes into a pot. So that's going to be a gift at some point. And it looks like it can be because it is going to accept its transplant and be fine. Other than that, everybody is doing well. Except this one here. It was going to be how to grow Lucky Bamboo in dirt. I don't think it's going to make it. I got some spot. I got vacuum. It's got some spots. It doesn't have spots. It's not a dog. It don't have spots. I don't know where I was going with spots, but it just isn't looking well. I don't think it's gonna pull out of this. It was always weak, and in the back of my mind, I thought, okay, I've taken this weak side shoot off. Will it always be weak? Or will it grow into a stable, healthy plant? Because it came from stable, healthy plants. There was a yellow one sticking up. I cut it. There it is. Down there behind the Phalaenopsis. But it came. This is where it came from. It was just a side shoot off one of these. But it was weak to begin with, and I thought, well, I'll see. I'll do an experiment and I'll see. But how do you film that? You call it a weak, sickly plant, but then if it grows into a healthy one, is that a successful experiment? Or is it just a young plant that grew up? With it dying, that kind of says, yeah, it was. But no, it doesn't quite do it. It started in water and went to dirt. Now this one over here, I don't necessarily need to film the pot, but it's doing just fine. What did I do different? Did I do anything different? Was this just a stronger start? Well, that may be. That very well may be, because it was a stronger cutting. But I think, if I remember right, I'm realizing I should have done a little bit of back research. I think I said that I'm going to cut it and let it harden off and then put it in dirt. I'm going to go back and I'm going to see if I can prove myself wrong. Did I cut it and just shove it in dirt? Or did I let the bottom harden off and put it in dirt? I'm sure I didn't root it in water. That I am 98% certain that I didn't root it in water. I rooted it in dirt. This one was rooted in water. So there's that. And I 100%, this one started in water. Just kind of put it in water and let it develop roots. I don't think that's what did it. I think it was a sickly start. Well, maybe not sickly, but a weak growth. Because, well, I don't know if I can really give a demonstration. These aren't really big enough. Well, that one kind of is. It seems to already be thicker at that stage than the first one was. But this, I think this one, which I have my hand behind, I think that's about the same size. And I would say this start, down here by the trunk, I would say that's bigger and healthier. I think that's gonna be successful and do much better. Now, if I have to start again, if that does die, and I'm about 95% certain it will, I think its replacement is going to be this one. It starts there and goes up to there. I just think I'm only moving it so that you can kind of distinguish it. But I think that's going to be a better. And what I will do is I will take it off down here at the base, as close to the base as I can get it. Take it off, let it harden off. Let that wound callus over. Put it in the pot and let it root straight into dirt. Kind of like growing pineapple tops. I see no point in starting it in water. So the roots get started in water and they start growing in water, and then you take them and you surprise them and shock them by putting them in dirt. I don't really do that with really any plant anymore. I did with the purple passion. It's just a call I make when I do it. I see no point in doing it with bamboo or pineapple tops if you want to grow pineapple tops. And you can get fruit that way. But if you're going to in the home, will you get a fruit? Actually, I think you will. I think it's been done. I think you can get a small little fruit inside. Um, but I'm not talking about pineapple tops. I'm not currently growing one. But yeah, that was sickly, and I don't think that it starting water did it any favors. But it's not over. If it lives, well, it's going to have to do something pretty quick, because I'm going to start thinking about when that's going to come off and go in the dirt. Um, I've pretty much already decided that, you know, if it wants to live, I can start the other one, and if that one decides to live, it can. It can just, two of them can start growing out of there. um, this is my fish tank thermometer to tell me how warm things are. It's also my broken, let's come up here, my broken fish tank thermometer. It doesn't have a proper head. And that's just some dirt. Rinse it off. Where is it now? Okay. And that's, it looks like dirt, but it's the plug that holds it. But the glass broke off the bottom. So is it accurate? I'm not sure how accurate it is. But it gives me an idea of the temperature. It is broken, so, I don't know if it would even float, but I don't want the water getting up and ruining the paper in there, because I think it's just paper and would probably easily be ruined by water. So plus I don't want that plug that's holding everything in place. I don't want that to get saturated and the whole thing to further fall apart. But it is in the ballpark. As long as it don't break anymore, it's kind of in the ballpark. But speaking of broken, I wonder if my humidity gauge might be broken. I took it off the bottle. That's just a base. The humidity gauge is what it is. Does it want to focus? No, but if I hold it even, it'd probably be better if it would focus in. Ah, there you go. Look at that. Okay, don't need to be that excited. But I wanted it to focus in because it never goes below 50. It just never goes below 50. Right now it's up close to 60. But it never, I don't think the entire time it's been in this room that it's gone below 50. And I wonder if it's not that it hasn't been, it has been up here 70, 80, 90, all the way into 100 for so long. I wonder if it hasn't kind of reset itself. And 50 is not zero, but just kind of reset back to 50, and that's as low as it goes. Because I think it's been drier than 50% humidity in here. The only way to test it is to get another one and test it against another one. I kind of like these Zoom Ed ones. They're not exactly cheap. You're paying for the Zoom Ed. name. I'm sure that's a lot of it. It's gone out of focus because I've moved too much, I'm sure. So yeah, I'm sure that's a lot of it is you're paying for the ZoomEd name. Just kind of trying to convince it to focus in on it. But anyway, get another one to compare it to and just see if it's still accurate. That's kind of the bottom line on that. And I think that is everything. This Purple Passion is the one that's not doing terribly well. I brought the stem up and just kind of laid it on there so that it can pretty much rot back into the pot. That tag is... Oh, it is a Purple Passion tag. Okay. Medium light, blah, blah, blah. I don't really want to do a commercial. There's that angel there, but I don't know. I don't know that it's really advertising much of anything. Yeah. Can't really get demonetized. I'm not monetized, so I guess I don't need to worry too much about it. So that's how everybody is doing. Like I say, this might have to start over, but we can. I've pretty much decided who it's going to be. I just, if that'll pick up, I only want one. So yeah, it'll be one, it'll be two. I kind of want to continue with that. It's not completely round yet. It technically has got a little life, I think, but I don't know. So, with that, I will let you get back to whatever it is you're doing. Probably going to go to another YouTube video. Let's be honest, you've probably already gone to another YouTube video. But that's everything I've got to say. So if you are still here, I will let you go and talk to you next time. Bye.